What's up, guys, and welcome to the channel. And for today's video, we're going to be going over a Chinese reference guide in regards to Xiao. Now this guide is basically well, they uploaded this video around the end of CBT2, and they just give their thoughts and opinion on what to necessarily do for Xiao. And there's a content drought within Genshin, right? Until patch 1.1, and I make Xiao content, so I just figured I would touch upon this, just to give more insight, because not everyone's gonna go out of their way to look for like Chinese information on how they feel about Xiao and things like that. So this video, I'll put a link in the description if you guys want to watch it for yourself. If you are able to translate it yourself, then you'll have a better viewer experience. But I basically came upon this video just chilling. I just wanted to look at some Xiao content, and during this section, right? Shout out to Star once again. Star got it translated for me, but oh, sorry about that. Probably heard you guys' ears, but right here, they basically have a bunch of information, and obviously I can't read it. So I sent all the information to Star, and they basically got it translated for me by the minutes. So here are the two pictures here. Also, shout out to Star. Star did not have to do this for me, but I appreciate it a lot, honestly. So let's get right into this now. At the start, a go off of weapon suggestions, which is primordial jade wing spear. Just saying this is what they use. Color and appearance characteristics. I always hear about it in stream that people do enjoy how Jade Spear looks, and because this Xiao's weapon looks pretty good to me. And then they go into that Iris Rift is Shangling's suggested weapon. This weapon can only be Xiao's secondary weapon because Xiao doesn't have requirements for a high attack speed, which I can see. And I feel as though they probably said that because Shangling, you would only be swapping Shangling to use her elemental damage. For like Xiao main DPS, you're not only switching in for Xiao for that, right? So the free to play weapon, Crescent Pike. This weapon's effect goes well with Xiao's E attack. Alright, so I decided to just pull up the images here, just to go off of what they said. So they had said that Crescent Pike free to play weapon affects goes well with Xiao's E attack. I feel as though they're talking about the elemental orb and particles. That's because once you use your E, you'll get orbs or particles from that skill. So it seems like since they're playing it off that if you guys were getting Constellation 1 for Xiao, maybe if you are free to play, if you're free to play, maybe go for Xiao Constellation 1 over the weapon, because you have that extra E to help you utilize your stacks more for the 5 seconds of damage, and Max Refine gives you 40% attack. That's if maybe you don't want to pull for weapon, like say the weapon banner comes out and it's absolutely trash, right? Well, it won't be absolutely trash because you'll have the Jade Spear, but say like the other weapon in there is like trash to you, and you don't even want to like pull that weapon, and maybe just like, hey, I'd rather have a Constellation 1 Xiao than have a Constellation 0 Xiao and a Jade Spear. You can do that. Like, go Constellation 1 and use Crescent Pike. That's totally fine. And then, let's see what else they put. So, Prototype Grudge. Receiving Elemental Particle will increase normal attack damage. Yeah, so using a Elemental skill, increases normal and charge attack damage, which that just would be the other free-to-play weapon that you would get. I believe that this would be used as a secondary DPS for Xiao. You just go in, use your E's, and then go into burst. Now, artifact suggestion. Ignore this. Absolutely ignore this. So remember, this was released in closed beta test. This set right here was absolutely busted in closed beta test, and it got nerfed hard. As you guys can see, it has elemental burst damage now. Before it had crit damage. This set was absolutely disgusting, and it was the best set that you can use with any character in the game. So, in this video, they explain about Venti, and the forest piece, like, it was literally, like, it was so good. Like, this set was just so good. So, moving on to the next part. So, they go into the Animo set, right? Second priority to the noblest set. The 4-piece effect is not too great. So, in CBT, the Animo set for the 4-piece was 40% swirl damage, and now it's 60% swirl damage. So, it is definitely better than what it used to be. But the Nemo damage, it goes from 20% to 15%. And now Noblesse is not the number one set anymore. I'm pretty sure like the Nemo set is number one. So artifacts main stats must be attack percent, self-explanatory, and then secondary stat is a crit, just generalizing crit or crit damage, just whatever you get, and then energy recharge, QCD, right, and then attack, flat attack, and then defense, then HP. So it's looking like here. Crit rate, crit damage, if you're able to get lucky to get those 2 rolls, right? Energy recharge as your 3rd, and then attack as your 4th substat. This would be a perfect pieces of gear for Xiao. If you're unlucky and you get crit, like you can't get crit rate and crit damage, like say you only get crit damage, then it'll go in this order. You get crit damage, energy recharge, flat attack, and defense. So HP, lowest stat, simple. Just basically going to hear that, even if you stack a lot of HP, it's not going to be the easiest to sustain for Xiao. And then they say, you must as well, like, just choose defense so Xiao can take more hits. Yeah, so as for why you don't take main stat for defense Xiao, that's because Xiao gets strong as he takes damage. So yeah, you don't want to stack defense, so like you're not taking any damage, right? Like at the end of the day, Xiao is a high risk, high reward character when it comes to his elemental burst, and that's how he's supposed to be played. You're not really supposed to alter that. So team composition: Xiao, Venti, and then anybody else. So Venti gather mobs, Xiao's in charge of damage, rest heal, or do more damage. Xiao and Venti random 2, except Traveler could travel attack will push away mobs and affecting Xiao's damage. I agree with this. I kind of ignored it because I personally went out of the way to just gather mobs manually, right? But having Venti or Sucrose definitely help you, like, a lot when it comes to Xiao. Because you want those enemies gathered. You don't want to be scattering around trying to find enemies, right? Xiao and Venti not only give you the animo buff, right? They also gather your mobs. And let's say your team was like Xiao, Sucrose, or Venti, and Barbara, right? I'm not saying put Xiao, Venti, and Sucrose on the same team. I'm saying Venti or Sucrose and Barbara. Your 3 characters right there. If you put your E on top of Xiao, plus you have the animal buff, you have like a good amount of stamina consumption, reduce for Xiao. And not only that, you're getting healing. and then you have someone gathering mobs. I feel like that would most likely be the core 3 team, and then your fourth character is just whatever. Like literally whatever. Like whatever you want to play. Now, going into the last segments here. So they mentioned that the video is uploaded near the end of CP2. Just basically going into, they'll try to upload more, videos and stuff like that. I checked their channel on the site. They haven't really uploaded anything. I guess they're waiting for Xiao. So there was a spreadsheet here. And then they go into Barbara, saying that she's a must-have. Oh, so yeah, here it starts saying they don't get the reference. Either way, it's just saying that you kind of want Barbara, which is what I've been telling people 100%. Like, go Xiao Barbara. Because Xiao, like, Barbara fits Xiao, like, so well. And then, yeah, they mentioned that Venti's a limited time character. So when the rates are up, you must pull. And with or without Venti is 2 different games, which I can definitely see. Like if you actually think about it, when it comes to mobbing and stuff like that, like it makes it so much easier having Venti and like Sucrose. So like I get where they're coming from with this. So that's like I feel like now like I'm thinking about it, and with this Chinese reference here, right? Like Xiao Venti or Xiao Sucrose and Barbara, maybe like core team. Until we get like something else, right? But that may be just core team, and then your fourth unit is just whatever. Like honestly, it's just whatever. Like you have like a Constellation 6 Shangling, go like just use it. And then choose one to train as your main character between Xiao, DeLuke, Noel. Don't know what they mean about this. And then don't let your travelers fall behind. Oh, so yeah, it's just a general recommendation to level up your MC. Yeah, can't, this doesn't apply anymore because the set is absolutely, it's not trash, but definitely got nerfed hard. And then they mentioned a gladiator artifact. So it said, I don't recommend gladiator set during Venti video because testing gladiator, the benefit is not as good as noblest. Doesn't mean you can't use gladiators, just not as good as noblest. So this right here, I don't know if they, because alright, so on their channel they have another video or they're showcasing Venti. I don't know if they actually put gladiator on Venti, but I feel like this applies to Xiao as well. Well, noblest set, like I just can't get over it, like how broken the set was. Like you literally go on the set on everyone. But gladiator set, I feel like this kind of applies to Xiao as well. But like I said, I already made the artifact video, so I gave my opinions on those sets already. So if you guys want to see the artifact video, you can already check it on my channel, get my opinion on it. But yeah. That's all I have to say about this Chinese reference. It gave a little bit of insight. Honestly, it was cool to go over it. I wasn't really expecting something crazy from the video, but the bits and pieces of information which can, maybe help you think a little bit about what you're doing with Xiao. It's nothing really that crazy, but it's just nice to go over something like this. I hope I can find more Chinese guides, so I'll just like make more videos like this, and then we can maybe try to think about what we might do for the future. But at the end of the day, these things are subject to change because we don't, like, Xiao could be changed. Like, that's the harsh reality because it's been so long, and the game has changed, and we don't know what's gonna happen to Xiao. Ayaka, like for instance, she most likely will be changed because she came out CBT 1 and that was a long time ago. But yeah, I'm gonna end the I can't speak. I'm gonna end the video here. Like I always say in all my videos, subscribe to the channel, leave a like on this video if you did enjoy, and comment down below. What do you think that you're gonna be doing for Xiao? What's your team gonna be like? I'm telling you that core team of Xiao and Sucrose or Venti and Barbara might just be that team, and then a fourth unit just be whoever. But hope you guys have a good day. I'm gonna catch you guys later.